once. Holla balls and bro fist to you all! Friday has arrived once again, which means we grab one of these, we grab ourselves a bunch of emailed stories from the likes of you, and we sit down to have a fucking good time because the weekend is upon us. And when do we have a good time? Only the weekend. Working bastards, right? Obama's America, Cameron's Britain, making us work all the goddamn time. You scumbags, freaky scumbags, we don't like it, but our weekend has arrived, which means we're going to have some good fun. Quick stuff, Ghosty is away in España. He's in Team Spain, he's in Team Paella, which means no web show tomorrow, but I will be streaming. I will be streaming tomorrow, 8 PM GMT, and on Monday, because I've been looking after my son on my own all week. Fucking so tiring, so tiring. So I've not been able to stream, but I will be streaming on Monday. Be streaming on Monday, and the web show will be back on next week. Easy fucking peasy. School starts. Oh no, you've all been off school? What the fuck? What the fuck? School starting? Dude, one day school will be over and you'll be edumacated, just like me. You'll learn the words and then you'll be edumacated and be having a good old time. Our peers, you done goofed my inbox, man. You done goofed my inbox up big time. I have so many roleplay stories. So many. My God, I love you guys. Because you write with such passion. You write with such passion, and as we found out last week during the Rules of RP, such charisma. Such charisma goes into your fucking stories, and that's all good. That's all good. Everyone's educated. That's pretty good. I have so many RP stories, so we're going to get through them. Don't worry, but I'm only picking the cream of the crop. You know how it is. Got to pick the cream of the crop, but that's not what I'm going to start with today. I'm going to kick off with a story that was just entitled The Story of a Greedy She-Priest. Because it's so cliche. Oh my God. The cliche of that title. The annoying story of the greedy she-priest. Okay? Probably a blood elf. Right? Probably a blood elf. We can almost guarantee it. Love you girls. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Need some characters. Need some characters. We need a main tank protection paladin. Generic. We need the lady priest, don't we? We do. We need the lady priest. We do. And we need... Are you ready? You ready for it? What do we need? We need the boyfriend. Of course we need the boyfriend! What kind of story and greediness if it doesn't involve... Oh, Siphon rocking the main tank. Boom. Calling it out. Definitely a blelf. Nanny, you can be the lady. Nanny. It's actually Nanny Panny, but we're going with Nanny. If I do get your names wrong, I apologise, but it goes fast. You can see that. I can't use the name. I can't do that. I can't do that. And Tejas. Sweet Tejas. Sweet Tejas, you are welcome to the team. Now, I've got 4 stories in front of me. I didn't say that, did I? We're going to try and get through them in time. 4 stories, so we're going at pace today. Try and keep up. If I'm going too fast and you're struggling to follow because I'm British and have that silly voice, feel free to just tell me, slow that motherfucker down, pop the brakes, and we can do stories ongoing. The show happens every week, right? We're not going to run out of time. It's easy, easy, easy. The annoying story regarding a greedy she-priest is about to unleash upon you. Wrath of the Lich King, ICC is where our story beholds. We're going into the Citadel. We're looking buff. I was a happy tank, always on time, always flask and gemmed and geared correctly, even to the point of reaching the expertise cap for Syndragosa Heroic due to her parry reset timer. You lying motherfucker. You were casual as fuck rocking that healing trinket. I know what was up. One day, we had been clearing ICC 25. 11 out of 12 Heroic. Can I get a shout out for how many people were 11 out of 12 Heroic for the longest goddamn time? Did your guild survive? That's the question I put to you, Wrath guys. Did your guild survive being 11 out of 12 Heroic? Forever. And ever and ever. Did you survive? Did you survive? A lot of guilds didn't. A lot of guilds didn't. We were clearing 11 out of 12 for a few weeks. And one of our officers, a shadow priest named Nanny, decided that her boyfriend, Tejas, would be well suited in this guild as he was vastly experienced in all forms of raiding. All forms of raiding. Name a form of raiding. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but he's superior to you, innit? Name a form of raiding. Do it! Other than raiding. Name a form of raiding. But he is superior to you. He would prefer to be a boomkin. Nobody had any objections. Not that it would have mattered, given her rank. You know what I'm saying? But why would we? 25 out of 10 man? I am superior to you in both 25 and 10 man forms of raiding. Yes, I am vastly superior in both of those styles of raiding. I'm familiar with the different ways. The first week the Boomkin is in the raid, we're happily clearing ICC 25 when we reach Sindragosa. The Boomkin failed on the ice blocks during her flight phase. I didn't think anything of it. It happens, right? People fuck up on occasion. It's okay. Not gonna get all pissed about it. It's fine. Everyone makes a mistake. We wipe every now and again. Even the best guilds wipe. It happens. No big deal. I didn't think anything of it until he wiped the group another 3 times. Now it's a problem. You see what you did there, friend? You done goofed up. First time we'll let it slide, right? You did okay. Doing alright. Did Blood Queen. Moved when you're supposed to. But then you fucked it up. Then you fucked it up. Didn't you? 3 more times. So at this point, not thinking anything of it, in /raid, I typed, Tejas, do you really know what to do? I'd rather you asked us instead of causing wipes. Sounds friendly enough, right? Do you not have the virtual add-on that tells you where to place your block? Because we're skilled players, right guys? Right? Virtual arena thing, where's there to go? That sounds like a polite way of asking. Could be lies. It's written from the point of view of the author. I remember that. But he said, Tejas, do you know what to do? I'd rather you asked than kept causing wipes. Luckily for him, however, Nani whispered me instantly. She said, he's 1,000 times better than you. So shut your fucking mouth! How many of you been there? When you get that... No, I'm not saying it's always from the girls. I'm not saying it's always from the girls. I'm not saying that. It's always from the girls. But it's always happened to me from the girls. I'm just saying. I'm just saying when it has happened to me, it has always been from the girls. But in general, it probably isn't always from the girls. When I've said something in raid chat perfectly politely, and then, oh shit, that response that I got was not exactly what I was expecting at all. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, fucking hell. Shit. When I saw it, I almost didn't believe what I was seeing. I'd been in this guild since we'd started normal modes, and I had never seen an officer give someone crap like that before. Eventually, we did kill Sindragosa. I passed a secret message around amongst the rest of the healers telling us not to heal Mr. Tejas, so he died and couldn't be ice blocked. Well played. What a play. What a play. I love that, and I've done that before as a raid leader. If someone's like, you know, someone's a friend of a friend, he was filling a raid spot, but it's not quite working out. It's not quite working out. It's like, no, don't heal him. It's better if he's not alive. I'm just saying. It's better for us if you're not alive. I'm just saying. I don't want to put any thoughts in your head. But have you ever died really early in a raid fight and just not been rezzed? And it's like no one could see you typing in raid chat, res please? Just saying, could be any number of reasons. It could be any number of reasons, is all I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you've been in that situation where you died early, a couple of times, and then you were asking for a res, and nothing seems to happen, but then somebody else died, and they got rezzed instantly. Which was really weird, because I was dead before them. But I don't know, maybe he was doing better DPS than I was. I don't understand. Stop telling we've all done it. just stay out of the room. We're doing the Immortal. The best was the Immortal. Just stand outside the room. It's fine. We're not going to judge you. Just stand outside the room. It was rather dickish of me. I'm talking about the author now. I'm talking about the author. Rather dickish of me, but I would rather do that than be subjected to a flurry of more abuse regarding her boyfriend's skills, or what seemed to be a lack of them. A week or two later, our GM had scheduled a week where we wouldn't do any raiding. The best weeks. I love those. We're having a week off. Oh yeah, farm week off, do for me. Wouldn't do any raiding because he and a few of the other members were going on holiday. Are they Greek? Is this a Greek guild? Is it the summer in Greece? There's no more raiding for the next 5 weeks because we're Greek. And that's all that needs to be said. Because we're Greek and we're going away for the summer, and we have to go home to our parents who will feed us continuously until we explode, is the general message I got from all my Greek friends. Summer, we're out. No raiding. Done. Game over. We're going to go and get really fat on nice minted kebab things. So good. I wish I was Team Greece. I so do wish I was Team Greece. Okay, we're assuming it's a Greek guild, right? I'm just saying. Must go to a place. The Greek summer. The killer of all raiding. The killer of all raiding. Since we knew in advance, no one was bothered. You told us. Then the week off came by and I found myself really bored on the usual raid day. So I decided to throw a 10-man heroic run together. Never do that. Never do that. Don't randomly start raids. Trust me, guys. If it's the week off, right? It's the week off. Just don't raid. Do something else. Don't do a raid when the leadership and this obviously close-knit group of people in your guild is away. Don't do it. Because it's like kids when the teacher leaves the room. It's unfortunately like that. As a former mega raid leader for so long and guild master, the reports I got from people when I wasn't in the raid was not good. Was not good. The people I would think were the core would cause me all kinds of problems when I came back. It was a nightmare. Just don't do it. Just take it easy. Have enough. Can't get enough of heroic ICC. Let's just keep raiding, man. I love ICC. Let's fucking go, dude. 10-man heroic run together to get some achievements and the odd bit of off-spec gear. It's going to be fine. We're going to get some achieves. Oh, no. Achievement runs are the fucking worst. It's so bad. Oh, achievements and the odd bit of off-spec gear for everyone. The only good achievement runs I ever know of to happen in guilds are when they're picked. Like, special. It's not a case of who wants to do an achievement run. It's would you like to do an achievement run? Specifically you, you, and you. Okay? Can we do that? Let's do that. That's the best achievement runs I've ever been a part of. When I have taken part, it's because it's like, do you want to do an Armani Bear run? You, particularly? Not open to everybody. Not saying that we don't want to bring people. GDKP works. GDKP works. Certainly fucking does. Not going to deny that. I began acquiring the guild, asking some questions. With 13 people online, I figured it wouldn't be very hard to get a run together. After asking everyone, I found myself short 2 deeps in a healer when I saw that Nani logged on. I asked her if you wanted to come. I was told no. I am doing 2v2 with Tejas because he's got vastly superior skills in all forms of PvP. And I'll have you know he's 1,000 times better than you are, so take it like that. I found myself without deeps, still an hour later or so. I asked her again. Nani, do you want to come? Do you want to come do some deeps? And like the first time, my efforts were in vain as this time, I was left without a response. Just ignored, right? Just flat out fucking ignored. Rocking the arena, son. Rocking the arena. You fucked. No chance. Wrath of Lich King arena? Serious. Eventually, the group was fully formed, though. And we had who misses a DPS? What? Was it guild only? Who the fuck misses a DPS? Eventually, the group was fully formed, and we had agreed to start on the hour, which was about 25 minutes away from the time I'd filled the group, so everyone could get flasks, food, IRL, take a piss, shit, shave, whatever you want to do. I then received a message from Nani demanding, I am coming to the Lich King, and so is Tejas. I was shocked to see this, as I had asked her twice and was essentially shrugged off for PvP, which made me feel uneasy because if he failed at Sindragosa, how was he going to kill the Lich King? That Defile, though. Am I right? That Defile, though. Do you want to come to the Lich King? Do you know what Defile is? Do you know how it works? Do you have engineering boots? Sprint? Something like that? Oh, he's a mookie. He's got dash. How can he possibly fail Defile with dash? He will be fine. He will be more than fine. He'll be okay. So I had to respond, no, you're not. I spent 2 hours forming this group. I asked you, and you didn't want to come. Just like the Valkyries carrying off. 10, if you can't do, hey, if you can't do 25 heroic. Oh, 25 heroic guild doing 10 heroic, that's okay. That's okay. That Defile, though. That Defile, though. You denied her. You denied her and her boyfriend. The amount of shit she gave me was so much that I can't even remember much of it. Other than I spent 10 minutes trying to keep myself from going into a blind rage. She was a fucking officer, demanding raid spots to a raid that she wanted nothing to do with. But only after we've done all the work so her and her dumbass boyfriend can come for the Lich King. I eventually cracked! I started hurling abuse back at her and it quickly became a pissing contest of who had the most annoying shit to say to the other, including the good old, I'm an officer, I'll have you G-kicked. You can't kick as an officer, you're a shit officer. Officer rank means fuck all in your guild! Officers who can't kick, oh, the dish face! You're a total dish face, I'm just putting it out there, right? If you're an officer and you can't kick, you're not an officer. You're in charge of the bank. You're the bank officer. Okay? You're the fish officer. Essentially, the bank officer is the fish officer. I'm just putting it out there. That's what you are. If you're an officer who can't kick, you're a fish officer. You're in charge of the trout. You're a trout master. You're a trout face. And that's exactly how it works. Just saying. You're a trout face. Just putting it out there. That should have been your biggest insult. You can't kick me, you trout motherfucker. Get out of here. I told her, look, when the GM gets back, I'll tell him what had happened. And that you were a greedy, fish banking bitch. And it won't take long for me to get invited back. Boom. Boom. After some time, I had managed to shut her up and the raid was ready to go. Slaughtered the first 10 bosses within an hour, which was even faster than we could do on 25-man. Because 10-man's easier. Okay? It was designed that way now. It's not a threat! It's not a thing! Don't shoot me! It was designed that way in ICC. 10-man was supposed to be easier than 25-man. I'm just saying, 10-man was supposed to be... Don't come at me. Don't come at me. Just saying. It was supposed to be easier and you had better gear. You had better gear in 25 heroic game. Just saying. Just saying. With 3 bugs, we figured it couldn't go wrong. What can go wrong in this group? What the fuck could go wrong in this group? When just as Syndragosa was felled, I received a menacing message from Nanny. We are coming for the Lich King, whether you fucking want us to or not. Now chuck me a raid invite. I don't get how that threat could work. We're coming to this raid whether you want to or not. Invite, please. Please invite me to the raid and promote me. It's the only way it's going to work. I chuckled IRL and thought, there's no way they're getting in. We're all Lich King and in the clear. And then possibly the biggest dick move I've ever seen in my time playing the game. She had contacted 2 of the guild's DPS that were in the group, threatening that if they didn't leave for her and her boyfriend, they'd be removed from the guild immediately. That is a dick move, that, isn't it? You know, so I can tell you, for a raid leader experience, the worst thing I ever had is, right, there's that guy in the guild. Sometimes you invited during probably an act of desperation. You were lacking a player. A player came along. You were lacking. Let's put it in terms people some people understand. Wrath of the Lich King, or even TBC. You were lacking that Resto Shaman. You were lacking somebody who just had a big chain heal button, right? The biggest chain heal button you've ever seen. And all you wanted this guy to do, you were like, look, Timmy, all I need you to do for my guild, literally, okay, just stop talking, is I need you to stand here. And I want you to just do this over and over and over again on the melee. I just need you to do that. And then when I say Mana Tide, you just have to press a different button. That's all you need to do. And I just need you to do this over and over and over and over and over again. That's all I need you to do. And you needed him. You needed little Timmy at the time. But then, you know, Jimmy came back. And Jimmy knows how to do other things. Jimmy knows all kinds of different tricks other than just pressing that. And, yeah. You don't want him in the raid, so you say, oh, you're not coming tonight, we're full, you know, we're rotating spots. And then he fucking whispers someone else in the raid team and says, do you need anything from this boss? Can I have your spot? And they're like, yeah, sure, I don't understand. Yeah, sure, you can have my raid spot, no big deal. And then suddenly you get this whisper like, oh, invite me. Good players leaving the raid for me. Fuck. God fucking damn it. You asshole. Okay, let's get back on track. There's no way they're getting in. Otherwise, they will remove my guild immediately. Jimmy hype. Jimmy, don't leave the raid. Jimmy, come back. I blew my shit and started hurling abuse at her again. The shit was meant to be over. Unfortunately for me, the people she had threatened were relatively new to the guild, so feared for their future. Okay. Within the guild, I fifth my future. I said they would happily leave whether I wanted them to or not. My rage intensified. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. The rage intensified. The rage got stronger. My rage intensified even further. The people, and then having to invite them both to the raid made my blood boil and curdle as I witnessed their smug, synchronized. Sorry, did you miss us in the raid chat? By that point, I wanted the raid over more than... You should have disbanded the raid, dude. You should have disbanded the raid. I wanted to see them both get shadow trapped off the damn plateau, but the fight must go on. After wiping a dozen times, purely down to Tejas' skills. Tejas, you did not get the best team today. Purely down to Tejas' skills, we eventually downed Big Arthas after turning it to normal mode. Oh, no. That's just the saddest voice in the history of a raid leader's life. Let's turn it to normal mode and kill it. I don't think I've ever been so mad playing a game in my life. It was during that raid, I suppose. But I suppose I went out eventually. As Tejas seemed to fall, to all of a sudden stop showing up for raids, and it made everything go 1,000 times smoother without his bumbling, dumbass ice blocking the whole raid for an hour. 1,000 times better. Boom. Outplayed, son. Out fucking played. Poor sadness going on over the superior skill. I know, man. Over fucking whelming skill. You got outplayed like a fucking hero. Right. Which one's this one? Let's have a look. Should we do, the bromance? I've got a bromance here. No, let's do this one quick. Let's do some Moonglade RP, motherfuckers. Let's do some Moonglade RP. Let's rock it. Right. Oh, Swedish guild officer main tank. Fuck's sake, I'm not reading this story. Oh, I can't start with a Swedish guild officer main tank. No! I refuse. Alright, we'll just put... Alright, we need a Swede. Team Swede, go! Team Swede, go. The self-important asshole guild leader. I don't think anybody's going to look good today. Alright, so we need a GM. Oh, we need... Oh, sorry, 2 people. We need guild names. Guild names. Alright. Who's Team Swede? Team Swede, this guy? Who's that Team Sweet that I missed it? Sweet Till I Die? Who's Sweet Till I Die, I love it. Oh, Bulla Maestro. Bulla Maestro. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but we'll go with Bulla Maestro. Bulla Maestro. Bulla Maestro. Can I just call you the Maestro? You know it's you, right? You can work that out. Pretty good. Right, who's being a GM? Wargandona? Love it. That name, though. Fucking Wargandona. You will do just nicely. Wargandona. The Wargandona. Love it. Okay. Brooch. Oh, my God. Right, the Wargandona. We'll pick some guild. A Latin word guild name. Semper Fi, motherfuckers. Semper Fi. Alright, the Latin name. Semper Fi. Simplify. I learnt that word from watching Doom the movie repeatedly on slow-mo. And one will and Mementos. Mementos will do. Mementos is the other guild name. We'll go with Mementos Semper Fi in tribute to Doom the movie, which is all good. Alright. This is a short one, but it's pretty good. It's all a preacher and brothers to you and your glorious viewers. I'm a long-time viewer. Oh, really? I need some dates. First time writer. Oh, let's not do that. Hi. Hi, preacher. Long time listener. First time caller. And this is my first real bit of drama within WoW, and I felt to share it with you. You only had your first drama now? Trying to impress. Part 1. Starts around the beginning of July 2011 on Moonglade RP. I just finished my exams and was a burning desire to raid. A burning desire, you say? You've gone to the right server, friend. I had the whole summer to gear my Cat Arms Warrior, and with Firelands having just dropped, nothing was going to stand in my way. After several weeks of Mount Hyjal and Firelands dailies, mixed with farming the rebooted Zul'Grub and Zul'Aman, I killed myself. No, as well as some of the older raids, I managed to procure a nice arm set. Oh god, you were all Zul'Aman'd up, right? You had all them fucking skulls and wooden armor and shit. Yeah, I know what you were wearing. I fucking know what it was. I knew in order to raid, I needed a legit guild. I managed to weasel my way into a 10-man raiding guild that was progressing through the Firelands 10-man content nicely. I was able to become friendly with Wargandona, the guild master. With some bootlicking, the time had come. I was called up to the raid team for a Firelands run. It was time to live the dream. Anybody say that when they went to Firelands? Live the dream. I don't think a Zul'Aman ZG Transmog has ever won the competition. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. It's time to live the dream in the Firelands. The guild had every boss up to Major Domo pretty much on farm. What? You killed Balrog and wiped on Major Domo. That never happened in the Firelands. I'm just putting that out there. I call shenanigans on the raid progress. Nobody who killed Balrog did not instantly kill Major Domo. I'm just fucking saying. I'm just putting it out there right now. That in Firelands Heroic a lot, it never happened that way. It never happened that way. If you killed Balrog, you just sort of fell on Domo and he went down. It was like Domo was such a gift. Such a... Oh, breather boss. Am I right, guys? Breather boss. Breather boss. But I still needed to impress these guys in order to cement. My place as a core raid member. My DPS was acceptable for my gear, so I could not foresee any problems. I dug out my 5th century BC era headset with microphone out of a dusty drawer that hadn't seen the light of day in an age. Do you have a tank? I love those microphones. They're the best. They're the best. Joined the guild TeamSpeak server and made my way to the raid instance. He's going in, guys. Normal mode Firelands. Ka-ching! This is where my problems began to arise. Wargandona. Oh, who's this? Oh, the Maestro. The Maestro. The Maestro, who was our main tank, could not make the raid. Maestro, you raid skipper. Maestro. Maestro, why skip the raid, son? You're the main tank. You can't just skip Firelands progress. What a douche. What a douche. He could not make the raid due to an obvious last-minute phony excuse. Oh, Maestro, you fucking suck. Suspiciously, his e-girlfriend, who was also in the raid team, who was absent as well. I don't want to imply that there was ERP going on, but there was. You took he had to take the name off the raid? Maestro? You called the Maestro as well? The Maestro needs to go and serenade his e-bitch. Am I right, Maestro? Am I right, Maestro? She needs some moonglading, okay? Can't be doing no Firelands when I've got to go and be the Maestro. Just saying. We hit a hurdle! But my faith in finally becoming a raider was still alive. Still, we had no off-tank. Wargandona had taken control of the raid and asked over TeamSpeak. I'm not doing a Swedish accent. Okay. Okay, guys. No, I'm not doing it. Who's going to tank? Okay, guys, who's going to tank? That's my Swedish accent. I'm just not very good at it. For some reason, everyone began hinting at me. Who's going to tank? Don't know. I don't know. This guy. Who's gonna tank? You've all been there, right? Who's gonna tank? It's no idea, man. Some fucking guy. I know someone might be able to tank. And for some reason, everyone's starting hitting at me. I had some tanking items, but they were all ungemmed, unenchanted, and not been reforged at all. Besides that, I have never tanked before. 2 problems. 2 problems with this. I have some tank gear, it's unenchanted and gemmed and reforged, which is a bit of an issue. Issue number 2 is I have never tanked in my entire life, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I would have caused more problems during the raid than I'd have done by solving this by filling the vacant tank spot. Yeah, obviously, I couldn't tell anybody out loud, as I wanted to impress this seemingly amazing guild. Question for you. Would your guild have been more impressed if you had gone, I don't have any tank gear and have little experience, so maybe you should find someone else? Or if you decided that you should tank and have no idea what you're doing. What's going to impress your new guild more? I'm just putting it out there. Think about it logically for a second, see what's going to happen. I was instantly in a complete state of panic. Why me? I said. Their answer, your name is Tank Blade. Surely then you're able to tank. Laughed Team Sui. Tank Blade, huh? Oh. Has to be. You're a warrior named Tank Blade. It's gonna get you into trouble sometimes. Just put it in, you know. Gonna call yourself Tank Blade. It's gonna come back and bite you in the ass, isn't it? You know what I mean? You're called Tank Blade. Laughed Team Sui. Surely you're able to tank. I had forgot about this being my name. No. No one calls themselves Tank Blade and forgets about it. I mean, it needs a Sean Bean. One does not simply call himself Tank Blade and forget that you did that, right? You need it on your screen at all times to remind yourself of how fucking stupid that is. You need it all over your tattoo it to your fucking knuckles. Tank Blade. So you can see it at all times, right? Do that. Go out and do that. If you call yourself Tank Blade, make sure it's on your knuckers. Make sure it's on your knuckers. I forgot about this being my name since I had made my character years ago when I was around 12. What can I say? I called myself Preach when I was 12. Who'd have thought that would stick with me? Right? Who'd have thought that would... I'd be paying for that down the line. Who'd have thought it? When I was like, oh, Preach is a good name. Yeah, baby. It's going to be so cool. Oh, dude. Who'd have thought? Since I made my character many years ago when I was around 12. And I picked that name because I thought it was badass, rather than expressing my desire to tank. Oh yeah, I can tank. I lied. After gemming my few shitty tank items with random green level gems from the guild bank. And a chance, I hope they were like random parry shit, green parry gems. You know when you respect those guys and you're like, how did you even end up with those gems? Like, they're not even for sale. They're not even for sale. You know where they came from? They came from fucking assholes who keep putting them in the guild bank, right? Who probably got them from leveling jewel crafting. It's like, what the fuck am I going to do with, I don't know, Agi Spirit Gems? What am I going to do with this Agi Spirit? I'll stick it in the guild bank. It'll be fine. Somebody will do something with it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine, right? We'll just stick it in the guild bank. We'll be okay. And then those guys end up with those gems and you're like, that's where they came from! From you dickheads! I gemmed it with a few shitty random green levels from the guild bank. Parry gems and good. And enchanting the odd pieces with whatever mats an enchanter in the raid had at the time. Oh, would you have trolled? Does anybody have enchants they can give me? I do. Come and see your Uncle Preacher. I'll get you some enchants. Don't you worry about it. You know what these boots need? 20 spirit. That's what needs to be on there. Beast slaying on weapon. It's all going to be good, dude. Go see your Uncle Preacher. I'll fix you up real nice. Send you on your way. That'll be 2,000 gold, thanks. For using all my materials. You come here. You come and see me. You come here. I'll get your enchants done. No problem. We set off. I was shaking with nerves. The tank blade must have looked blurry on the knuckles. At my computer. I had never tanked before. I hadn't even set my bars. Just blank bars. Ready! Totally ready. Totally ready. Now I've got spells on my bars. It'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. But this was my big chance. This is the big chance I've been waiting for all this time. It's gonna be fine. The raid survived Beth Tilak even though I had no idea what I was doing. I was on drone duty. while Worgen Donor, Team Sui, was on the main boss. And though what must have been a masterclass of healing, we survived. And I even got the beastie sword drop. Yes. Did trust me. Plus 5 fire resist. Magnifique. Magnifique's exactly what you need in here. It's called the Firelands. Isn't it? Called the Firelands. No. Don't worry about his enchant. You're getting fire resist. Firelands. Just saying. Just saying, right? That's how it's gonna rock, man. I'm doing you a favor, eh? I'm making you, like, specific to this raid. This is what I'm doing for you. That's what I'm doing for you. I'm making you so you're like serious tank. That's what I'm doing. My confidence grew slightly with Bertilak going down, and now with renewed vigour, fake confidence. The first step to failure is thinking you're good. Don't do it. We made our way back down the path to draw out Shanox. I was given the duty of tanking Rippling. I can't imagine. I only did normal Firelands once. I don't know what the Rippling tank did on normal Firelands. I don't know if that was because it was quite a difficult job in heroic. It was a job that needed some thought going on around it. I don't know. I don't really know what it needed. You had to trap him, right, on heroic. I can't remember if you even had to do that on normal. After around 10 minutes of tactics for Shanox, 10 minutes. Fucking hell. For 10 minutes of Shanox tactics. I was given the duty of taking 10 minutes of Shanox. That sounds like the worst day ever. Oh my god. I was asked if I knew what to do. I had no idea. But still wanted to impress these guys, so I told them with absolute charisma. I understand. Almost immediately, a wipe fest ensued. Each time we pulled, I'd get a hold of Rippling and subconsciously move about as I tanked him. Why are you moving around? I don't know. Subconscious, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like I'm on another level of tanking in a way. It's like I'm already tanking the next boss. I couldn't explain it. It was happening without me thinking about it. I'd subconsciously move about as I tanked him, more than that was required. I heard one guildmate say, "Stop taking Rippling to Narnia with you. You're going too far." Nothing could stop me though. I was beyond help. Panic had set in. Each wipe it just got worse. I just kept moving further and further away. I'd run into a pack of scorpions on one attempt. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in absolute blind panic. I'm just walking around. Scorpions, hello. Hello, scorpions. Another attempt, I'd somehow managed to pull a group of fire turtles. Oh, them turtles, though. That was fun, right? Great mechanic, that, Blizz. Cool. I love the fire turtles. They were the best. In most of the other attempts, though, I just die because I didn't use any cooldowns. Just die. Turtles spinning. It was all a bit of a blur. I'm sure at one point the turtles were spinning. I was flying around. It's pretty crazy. Morgadona had had enough. Take a break, guys. But not you. Everybody take 5, yeah? Not you. You come here. Come here. With what he pulled, he pulled me into officer chat. Ooh, it gave me what can only be described as a pummeling of the anal variety. It cut me deep, man. I decided to take a break from WoW until Mists. And plug pulled on the spot. Ah! That entire night must have seemed like a bad LSD trip, though, for real, man. It must have seemed crazy. There's fucking scorpions. I was on fire. I don't know what's going on. I was attacking a dog or something. It was crazy. Part 2. Fast forward a few years. My whole guild had migrated from Moonglade to Argent Dawn due to its role-playing population dwindling. I did the same. At least, please tell me you remember to change your name. That would be a good idea. I was still friends with the GM from my old guild and was able to contact him as I had him on Battle Swag. Never say that again. Okay? Never say that again. That doesn't work. There are a lot of ways that doesn't work. It just that doesn't work. I just put it out there. That doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't work. Let's just leave that alone. I'll never do that again. Let's just call that a day right there. Let's just say that you tried something, that it didn't work. Alright? It didn't work. Just let's just say that didn't work. Okay? We're gonna forget about it. Me and you. We're gonna forget about it. It's never gonna happen again. It's okay. Oh, what's your battle swag? No! Don't make it a thing! I beg of you, don't make it a thing! Don't do that. I don't want to log in and be like, what's your battle swag? Don't start saying that. That would be horrible. Don't let it come from me either. You got it all from somebody else. Some other streamer said it. I didn't even say it in the fucking story. Since he never witnessed the ordeal of the Firelands raid, I'll move with these guys who never saw what happened in the Firelands raid. And it's going to be okay. Since you never witnessed, and he let me into his new guild, Semper Fi, motherfuckers, that was lacking a certain sweet tank. I quickly geared my warrior on the Timeless Isle and Elephar and began joining the weekly Flex 10. Boom! With the normal raid teams. I steadily geared my arms warrior and grinded out my legendary cloak. I was no longer the noob I once was. I was now a complete baller with my swag turned up to 11 due to my cloak. I can't be a noob. I can't be a noob. I have a legendary cloak. So, you know what I mean? I can't be a noob. Why? I'm packing oranges, baby. Can't be a noob. Things have changed. I'll have you know, things have turned around for me these days. No longer am I a noob. I have a legendary cloak. So, I'm just saying I'm packing. I've got proof. Tank Blade, please. Please, Tank Blade, stop. Stop, Tank Blade. Stop it. Stop doing it. I don't want it. I turned my swag up to 11 due to my cloak. So rare. One Monday afternoon, I joined a pug first Siege of Orgrimmar Flex Run, Part 4. With my guild not having their weekly Flex Run due to a LARP, man, if I had a fucking nickel for every time my raid was cancelled due to LARPing, dude, I would be loaded. I figured it was my chance to down Garrosh and have a shot at bagging an heirloom or two. From the off, the raid wasn't good, however. 2 poorly geared tanks, a DK and a pally, 3 relatively weak healers, 2 druids and a shaman, and 11 DPS. I had my doubts, but nevertheless, we began the raid. We downed Black Fuse after a single wipe, as well as the Klaxi. After one wipe on Garrosh in his second phase, after the second Your Sergeant mission, the raid fell apart. The tanks blamed the healers blamed the lack of DPS, and everyone blamed the tanks. Isn't it true? An heirloom or two. What? An heirloom or two. We were left with around 5 people. And due to the flurry of raid leavers, I somehow ended up as raid leader. I half back to the Shrine of the 7 Stars and began the recruiting. Managed to rope in my guild leader and his internet girlfriend who... Oh, shit! Maestro has returned. I managed to rope in the Maestro and his internet girlfriend who were a tank and a quality DPS, as well as some others from trade chat. We re-entered the raid. This new look pug that was filled with promise went ahead. And we pulled Garrosh Hellscream. Flexi. We wiped. Oh, God. On death, the Maestro's girlfriend left the raid. He then piped up in raid chat. These healers are shit. Your best DPS just left. And your second best DPS is the worst DPS in my guild. I don't want to stay in this Whitefest. Good luck. Goodbye. Good luck and goodbye. At first I was surprised. No, stunned. How could this self-important, pompous paladin prick have the audacity to mock me in front of strangers? I invited him to as a favour for him to get a Garrosh kill. I'm doing you a favour. I am bringing you a Garrosh Flexi kill, okay? It's kind of big fucking... And you throw it in my face? I bring you a Garrosh Flexi kill and throw it in my face? I think so. I lost it, you fucking cunt, I said. What gives you the right? What gives you the right to insult me? You are a fucking cunt with a fat internet girlfriend and they're the worst. You could take your stupid guild and go and fuck yourselves. Go back to your LARPing, you bastard. He kicked me from the guild, but the battle raged on in Battle Swag chat. In Battle Swag chat. For quite a while. And that was my only ever experience raiding. I had learnt it wasn't for me and that I should never return. However, I can walk away a victor. A guildless victor stuck on a roleplay realm when I don't know how to roleplay. Thanks for sharing. That's your last line of the story? I can walk away a victor. A guildless victor stuck on a roleplay realm when I don't even know how to roleplay. End of story. Okay. It's a really sad ending to the story. That's really sad. You can roll on another server though. Blizzard doesn't restrict that. Okay? It's fine. I'm going to let you in on a secret, though. The Maestro was correct. It's very easy to recognize a failed raid when you get in there. And the best thing to do is to leave quickly. And he's okay to say that. He's actually doing you a favor by telling you that's not going to work. And then leaving the raid. So that's okay. We have 14 minutes remaining of drama. What can we do? I've got DOS stories in front of me, I believe. Let's do the one that is absolutely ridiculous. Because I think it's hilarious. Okay, we'll go. You ready? You ready? No names? Let's rock. Let's rock. So I have a copy of WoW since the Burning Crusade. However, I've never really liked the game. You had the game in the fucking Burning Crusade and you never liked the fucking game. Okay? That's bullshit. This can's empty. Still bullshit though. I never really liked the game. Probably because I was 7. Who bought you the Burning Crusade for a 7-year-old? He was like, I know what this guy needs. You know what this kid needs? Burning Crusade. I like whoever bought you though. That's pretty awesome. That's totally awesome. I remember I always used to make an Orc Warrior. I never understood how the game worked. I spent my days auto-attacking mobs to death in the start zone, sometimes pressing the simple ability button. Was it just called Strike? Is it just called Strike, that thing you start with? I think you start with Heroic Strike now, right, though? You don't just get Strike. You used to get Strike, which I think it was called Strike. It was pretty good. Spent my days auto-attacking. Level 4 or 5 is the highest I achieved in those days. I thought the game was horrible, and the only form of entertainment was jumping on the hills in the back part at the start. I jumped down and died, respawn in Ratchet, run back, do it again. Pretty good. Pretty good. Years passed, and I never played WoW. But then I came across the Kata Cinematic. And I remembered thinking that it was so fucking awesome. I instantly bought the game from Battle.net and started an undead priest. It was so badass to level in Tirisfal Glades, but I got burned out after 15 levels. Oh, this game's hard, man. I'm burning out here, dude. Burning out at the 15 levels. Where's that? Where have you ended up if you started Tirisfal? That place where, below? Is that level 15? 1 to 10 is Tirisfal, and then you go south, right? Where the instance is. Where that island is. Place. You know what I mean. Burned out after 15 levels, though. Burned out. I came across someone spamming general chat about power leveling, and that caught my interest. That caught my interest. So I visited the site. No! You clicked it! Silverpine Forest. You're the guy. You're the guy who clicked it. You're the reason they keep coming back. You clicked it. You did it. You did that. You clicked it. You clicked it. And that so I visited the site and they seemed legit. The site seems totally legit, man. It was in the game, so it can't be shit, right? If they were a non-legit site, how would they post in the game though? Is all I'm gonna put out there. This site seems legit as judged by what? How old are you? 10? 9? I bought a power level to 55, all paid for by my mum's credit card. She won't mind. Douche. You bought a power level during Cataclysm? To 55? 55. During Cataclysm. All paid for on a mum's credit card. Douche. 2 days passed and I logged in to find my character was level 55. I teared up in joy. I deleted my priest to make a death knight. But I couldn't for some reason. I don't know what's better. I don't know what's better. The fact that you deleted your 55 and then tried to make a DK? Or that it was paid for on your mum's credit card. Oh, I love it. I freaking love it. It's so good. But I couldn't for some stupid fucking reason. Now I know why, in brackets. Now I know why. And I was so fucking mad. Back to power leveling site I went. Oh, now I'm going to have to do it again. Better get back to the battle swag, right? Back to the site I went and bought a new boost level 55. 2 days passed and I made my new DK without deleting the Goblin Rogue. I had completed half of the DK starting area and decided that I loved this class. I was now 13. So I bought my third boost, but this time to level 85. I judged it based on leveling halfway through the DK zone. So I bought it. I like this class. I approve. So we better buy another power level to 55 because I don't want to burn out again. That's for damn sure. That's a risk I'm not willing to take. I love this class. I don't want to burn out. So we better buy another power level. This time to 85. Gonna be alright. I had spent a total of £250. But I was level 85 and standing like a badass next to Garrosh in Orgrimmar. I was a total badass. Got myself a level 85 DK. Woo! That's more like $400. So for Team America over there, it's more like $400. My friend saw me play WoW while he was on a visit. He told me he also had a level 85. He told me we should PvP sometime. I said yes. And he went home to log on and add me to Battletag. I logged into Skype and was so excited. But when the group had saw my gear, he instantly kicked me from the group. Why, I asked. You suck dick. To summarise, this is about the easiest way I can put this. If I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pull any punches. How can I say this without getting in trouble? You suck dick is pretty much how I'm gonna do it. So that's how we do it. Why don't you have any PvP gear? I was actually surprised that my gear was bad. What? I paid for this. What are you talking about? I've bought this with good cash. He told me to go and get the crafted gear, so I went to check the auction house, and sure enough, they had all the gear I ever needed. But it was so expensive. I need gold. So I went back to the same power leveling site and bought 500k gold. All paid for on the credit card. In total, I'd spent now £560, but I was geared. And I sucked ass at the game, so I quit the game shortly after. So good. And I quit the game. Ah, this game sucks though, right? My parents, of course, found out about all the money I'd spent on that credit card and decided to punish me. They forbid me to use any electronics for an entire summer. This, of course, was an outrage for me. It was only like £560. I was actually in a very rich family. And I know it was the principal that mattered. I now know it was the principal that mattered for them. Surely enough, they changed all the passwords to everything I had. I remember everyone in my family knowing the passwords except me. But no fucking password would stop me. So when Matt and Dar were at work... so you can figure that... my mum worked at home. And she had it really hard as I would cry all day for the passwords. She went to sleep really early. This, of course, meant I was the only one awake. I woke up my sister, who was 6 at the time, to ask her for the password, but she didn't tell me. Owned by a 6-year-old. I bribed her with a whopping 5 chocky bars and 3 gun packs, and she agreed to give me the password. The password was something so stupidly easy. It was my name and birthday. Of course, I didn't have a WoW's description, but I played a lot of Minecraft with my friend. If in doubt, friends, Minecraft, right? If in doubt, Minecraft. The story does go on to tell us that he eventually became a good raider, which is fine and I'm happy. Fine and I'm happy, but that start though, I'm glad you got punished. I'm glad you got punished. That's pretty fucking hardcore. So good. So good. What a great drama day and a great way to end the week. I will be streaming tomorrow night, 8 PM. 8 PM. Which is about 26 hours from now, friends. 26 hours from now. Thank you for tuning in with us. I hope you had a great time. We'll be talking about all sorts of stuff. Playing some games, playing some WoW tomorrow, doing some beta, talking about classes, doing all that kind of stuff. For everybody who tuned in, for the people who subscribed and the couple of guys who sent us a donation. And obviously, I don't read them out in the show, but thank you so much, dude. Thank you very much. And I will see any of you who aren't having a weekend with me tomorrow. If you're not, have a great weekend. Do something fun. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.